Hi everybody, it's Dee Slater with Create with Dee, and welcome to my video here today. I am doing its project 4 of Stampapalooza. This Stampapalooza was an event that you could get a kit to go or attend in person, and I'm sharing with everybody the projects that we did at Stampapalooza. And this card, it's kind of a twofer in the fact that it's an envelope or it's a treat bag that has a card into it. So I think it's a little unique approach to it, and I'm excited to share with it. And as you come on, if you like to, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, if you want to say hi and where you're from, that would be great. And if there's anything in this video that you like, I always appreciate a thumbs up or a heart or even a share on this video. Okay. Also, I just thought I would let you know that I think that my hair looks good until I get on video. And then it always has a weird look to it. I don't know what perception that I see in my hair when I look in a different mirror, but when it's on camera, I'm always like, my goodness, you guys probably think, does this woman own a comb or a brush? All right, well, let's get going with this project here. I'll turn the camera around and we'll get started with this really cute project. So this is a project that we used the Beary Cute bundle with. It is, as you might suspect by the name of it, it's got a bear in it, in this case a polar bear, and it is a bundle or there is a coordinating punch to one of the bear images. And so I love this this bundle. And I like that the Christmas is better together. You kind of have the bears in different ways, and you even got maybe a little baby bear in there that you can coordinate with the other images. Well, this project is kind of a twofer in the fact that it's a little different presentation to an approach to an envelope. Here what we did is we used the 2023-25 in color treat bags and kind of had a little tucking element, and then when you open it up, there's the card. Isn't that cute? So the idea that we had with this is that maybe you're giving a present or maybe a little money or something like that. And this could be the little, like almost the present itself. Or you can use this to tuck into like a gift bag or a gift. But then you've got the greeting card tucked into this treat bag, using this element like this. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get started making our project. So, all right. So we totally embraced the colors that were in the Beary Christmas designer paper, the paper that had the blue tones in it. So what we're going to need is a standard card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, and this is in Misty Moonlight. For the inside layer, for the inside of the card, very vanilla, cut at 4 by 5.25. For the outside layers on the card base, we have, excuse me, Night of Navy, and this is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. Very vanilla, cut at 3.25 by 4.5. And then we're going to need 3 strips of the Beary Christmas designer paper, and these are cut at 1 by 3 inches. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll go make the card here first. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, oops, I'm going to scooch these those things off to the side. And I'm just going to fold in half our card base on here, and we're going to do some stamping. So we have this one of the snowflake images from the stamp set, and we're going to stamp that in Misty Moonlight. So we're doing Misty Moonlight on Misty Moonlight. Oh my gosh, I just got my thumb all in there. Let me grab this. And I wipe this off here before I ruin everything. Okay. All right, so we're going to take our Misty Moonlight and we're just going to stamp around the outer edges. Oops, this is a big one. There's two different snowflakes, and I should have used the smaller one to match the project. But we just are wanting to stamp some random snowflakes and kind of alternate them a little bit, kind of back and forth. Oh, I'm just making a mess of this block. That is not good. I know better. And I know that all of you watching know better too. So just be more careful than what I am right at the moment. And we're just, I'm just concentrating on the outside border of the card base because the inside's going to be mostly covered up with our layers. Let's see if I can do this. It's going to get a little more variation here and there. Okay, kind of making a mess of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take our, what I like to do is start with our very vanilla layer. And again, this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And this was a card design that Valerie, one of my my teammates, that she brought to a team meeting. And as soon as she showed us this layout, I knew I wanted to do it for Stampapalooza. I thought it was great. So her tip was to go ahead and on the 1-inch strips is to first start with doing the top and the bottom. So these are 1 by 3s, which is a great size because you can really get a lot of cards out of one sheet of 12 by 12. All right, so after you have that, then we're going to take the Night of Navy and the Warm Wishes. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is put this on a smaller block. And the reason why I'm not putting, and this was Valerie's tip, the reason why I'm not putting the third one down is that you have a little wiggle room on where this is at, and you're not quite so intimidated by the spacing. And so go ahead and stamp after you, and then you can stamp your sentiment. And this is going to be Warm Wishes. And then once you have the stamp down, now we want to come in and we can put in that third and final designer paper. Let's see, we'll go this way. So this layout makes that look like it's some specialty designer paper or whatever, but really it's just the strips of designer paper, and it went really super fast. So now we can go ahead and layer it on our Night of Navy. And we'll put that down. Now I can put this on my card base. All of this just has a single layer of adhesive on it at this point. And we'll have that. Now we'll do some stamping on the inside. I'm going to take this other polar bear image here, and we'll go ahead and get it stamped in Night of Navy. And this one's going to sit kind of down in the corner. And then, excuse me, going to get Balmy Blue. And I'm going to make sure I've got all of that blue ink off of here real quick. I should say the other blue ink that I was a little messy with. And I think I'll go ahead and swap this out to a smaller block size. And I'm going to add 3 of the snowflake images up in the corner. Okay. And then this is going to go on the inside. Okay, and then we've got some stamping and punching of some polar bears that we're going to do. And because the background paper on our Beary Christmas is vanilla, we're going to Very Vanilla. We're going to use Very Vanilla for the card front, and then we're going to use Basic White for the treat bag because the background on that is white. And yes, I know we've got the play on both the white and the cream, but that's okay. I think that it still works just fine in this case. Both of these are going to be using Night of Navy. And this is the polar bear image that matches the punch. So we'll go ahead and stamp our polar bear. Once on Very Vanilla and once on Basic White. And then we're going to get this really cute punch. And we'll get this lined up. And we'll get that one punched. And then do the same thing with our Very Vanilla. So again, the Very Vanilla is going to go on the card base, and the Basic White polar bear is going to go on the outside. Okay, look at our card. And ahead of time, what we've done is we've got these layering deckled circles that we embossed with the new embossing folder in the holiday catalog called Snowflake Sky. And what's really pretty with this Snowflake Sky is that, you know, it does have different, you know, there's a lot of snowflakes, and then it kind of goes down to lesser snowflakes. So it looks like it's, you know, coming from the sky on that. So that one's a really cute embossing folder for the winter months. And we're going to take the balmy blue one, and now we're going to glue our polar bear to the front of this. Like so, and then we'll get a Stampin' Dimensional. And we'll get that popped up. So then we've got our bear like so. And it's okay that this circle goes outside of this rectangle as long as it doesn't go outside of the frame of the card. And for those of you that got the Palooza kit to go, as you know that you've got in your kit, you got the glitter sequins that are already adhesive backed, and you get this green, blue, and white tone or silver tone gems with it. That they're not gems, I guess they are, like, you know, sequins. And we're going to open up the inside of the card, and we're going to put some of the blue ones on the center of our snowflakes. Do that. So that's pretty how that looks on that. And you could add more gems on the outside if you'd like. And so now we're going to just do some building of our polar bear for the outside of the envelope. Again, this is kind of like a bonus idea that you can use even with the treat bags if you fill it with something else. It doesn't always have to be the card, but we just thought that was kind of a cute twofer that we could show at Stamp-A-Palooza instead of an envelope, that you can use something like this as for the treat bags as a little cute pocket. And again, I got some dimensionals on here for this. And then what I like to do is, if you are going to use it as a card holder, you can put your card in first. Let's get that in there. And then you can kind of fold it to the top of the card. Just like hand crease it. And then we're going to add dimensionals to the bottom part of our deckled circle that's been embossed with the snowflake sky embossing folder. And I'm going to add dimensionals just on the bottom part of it because I want it to be able to tuck. So maybe I can do one in the center as well. So just kind of give it a try and pre-position it and see where that might be. And we'll do that. So fold that down. And then that kind of just catches it to keep it closed, but yet you can easily pop it out and then get to your greeting card. All right, so I hope that you like seeing how that you can take the very cute bundle and maybe make a very cute card that doesn't take a lot of supplies for the outside of it here. Again, it's just using the 1x3 strips of the designer paper and a little stamping to accent it. And then another kind of little bonus thing of how you might want to use those treat bags that you might have gotten at the beginning of the Stampin' Up! Year when the new catalog came out, and make a little card pocket for your greeting cards. All right. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you the next time. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.